The dog in the manger. There are moments in life when the smallest creature in the quietest corner of the world becomes the spark for an unforgettable lesson. And on one dusty golden afternoon at the old countryside stable, that moment arrived. The sun hung low, pouring honey-colored light across the hayloft as the ox lumbered in after a long day's work. His muscles ached, his breath steamed in the cool shade, and all he wanted was a mouthful of soft, sweet hay. But just as he approached the manger, something growled. A dog, tiny compared to the great ox, had curled deep inside the pile of hay. Its eyes snapped open, sharp and possessive, lips pulling back over its teeth. The ox froze, confused. This was hay. Hay the dog couldn't eat, didn't even like, couldn't possibly need. Yet the dog snarled as if guarding treasure. The ox leaned forward ever so gently, the way you approach a frightened friend. But the dog barked louder, fur bristling high, paws digging into the hay as though claiming it. Outside, a breeze whispered through the wooden slats, rattling the old barn door like a warning. Inside, tension tightened like a drawn bow. Why? The ox wondered. Why guard what gives you nothing? Minutes stretched, heavy with unease. The barn felt smaller, the air thicker, the dog's stubborn growl echoing like a challenge neither creature had asked for. The ox, weary and hungry, stepped back, not out of fear, but out of patience. Out of the quiet wisdom that comes from years of watching the world unfold. Then came the farmer. He stepped inside and saw the scene at once. The dog snarling over hay it would never eat, the ox standing in defeated silence, the manger locked in a useless battle. The farmer let out a slow breath, the kind that carries both disappointment and understanding. With a gentle but firm hand, he scooped the dog up from the hay. The dog wriggled, yapping in protest, but the farmer held steady. He set the dog on the ground beside him and stroked its head. "Little one," he murmured, "you gain nothing by keeping others from what they need." The dog's ears lowered, its growling faded, and for the first time it looked at the ox, not as a rival, not as an intruder, but as another living creature simply trying to eat after a hard day. The ox stepped forward, finally lowering his head into the hay. The dog watched quietly, then curled beside the farmer's feet, the lesson lingering in the warm, settling air. Because sometimes, the things we cling to out of instinct or pride are the very things we do not need, and the kindness of letting others have their share costs us nothing at all. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to help the channel grow.